In this video, I'm gonna talk about my bike touring setup and how I pack my bags, which I think is a pretty good method. Except for one thing, which I will discuss in the end of this video. My name is Elizabeth and I'm in for all kinds of adventures, including the one on my bicycle, and I love to share them with you. So let's dive in. For those of you who have been following me for a while, thank you. You might have seen my bike setup already in my videos, but today we're going to have a closer look. No, I'm joking. It's gonna be fun. If you are of course interested in this topic. So this is my bike without the bags, and I bought it with only the frame. So the rack is new. The front holders I bought myself, and also the handlebar, which I put my GoPro on when biking, and they I bought separately from the bike, as well as the bottle holder, which I have only one right now, but I'm going to get another one because one is too little. Some features about my bike: I have 9 gears on one side, which is really nice. I have disc brakes here, and I have also suspension forks, which is really nice if I go off-road for a bit. I think that is pretty much it for the bike itself. Let's go to the bags. And last but not least, this little one. So this is it. As you can see, I have 5 larger bags and 2 small ones, and these 2 small ones are not waterproof, so I only put things in them which are okay if they're getting wet. And the front one is mostly just for things that I really want to access very quickly. So for example, food, my sunglasses, and also sunscreen. Then this little one, well, my phone is usually here to navigate, and in these bags I have tools to fix my bike and also some easy things that I want to grab very fast, like my sunscreen for my lips, for example. On to the 2 bags in the front, which one holds all my cooking supplies, so my pan and my stove and all those kind of things, herbs and food as well. And the second one, and it depends on which side it is, I don't know for sure, but the second one holds all kinds of things that I want to also have easy access to while biking. So for example, a jacket and a swimming suit if it's nice weather, or my bicycle pump, all these kind of things which wherefore I don't have to open all of this. So easy access things and my cooking supplies. Perfect. Okay, onto the back of my bike, which I have these 3 large bags which I cannot access that easily on the bike. So on the one hand, I have mostly my bicycle clothes in plastic bags, so they put together, and also my first aid kit and my toiletries. And on the other hand, I have all my normal clothes and my pajamas and so on. And last but definitely not least, my big orderly bag on top of the other 2, and this one holds my tent, which is kind of a big thing, also my sleeping mat and my sleeping bag and the light for in my tent. So this is my tent setup, just in one bag, which I really like to have it all in one bag, as well as, for example, my cooking material. So I just know that if I grab that bag, that's the stuff in there. So this works really well for me. So that was it for my bicycle setup, but I wanted to add something for the ones that new here and are beginners with bicycle touring, like I was just a couple trips ago. You don't need such a big setup because I already have quite some bags, but at the start I only had the gray ones at the back, and I had a basket on top of that, and that was it. So you don't need all of these bags. For me, with every trip I bought something new or got something new, so it really grew over time. So please don't let it stop you from starting your adventure with your bicycle if you don't have that many bags and fancy things. So Just start with what you have. Now let's move on to how I pack my bags. And I do this in a way that I don't have to get all my stuff out of my bags multiple times. So let's start. My packing process mostly starts with laying everything on my packing list down on, for example, my bed or table. So that's what I'm doing first. And yes, let's speed up this process a bit. Apart from my bicycle clothes and my normal clothes, I collected everything that I want on my bike trip here on my bed. And the next step is that I'm going to organize it on the bed together with all the stuff that I want in one bag, because now I just dropped it. So that's what I'm going to do now. So now I organized my stuff a bit more on my bed, so now it's time to get myself in the correct bag. First, my cooking supplies. And they go in this little one. So for here I have my pan. I'll do this quickly. It looks like this. And I also put this one here inside. So, and I close it again. This one I put on this one. Second, I put these two inside. Always a new one and a one I'm using. Here I have my stove and it goes on top. These two I put in a little bag for in case they open up and I don't want my bags to be all herby. So I put these in a small bag so they won't spill in my bags. And then last one. Here you can see, boom, the next one. So my second red bag I use as my on-the-go bag. So I put everything inside here which I might use on the road. So for example, my swimming suit if it's nice weather. Also my sandals, but I put them in this one so my other stuff won't get dirty so easily. Boom. And also have always a little towel in this one. If I'm going to swim, I have a towel with me. Also my jacket. It's getting colder. My little pump, yes, and a longer trouser. Also my GoPro stuff. So fits perfectly. Oh, and if you're curious what I have in this GoPro case, in my GoPro bag is sometimes my GoPro if it's not on my bike. Also my power bank put in here. And I also have these. These are my external drives. Put them also in here. So these electrics are together safely in this case. Boom. In the other red bag where I have also my kitchen supplies, I also mostly have this one with me, which you can just pull out. It becomes a bag. And it's very easy and a good size. In this bag I mostly put items that I want to grab with me if I'm going to the supermarket for a second. So for example, my passport is in here, but also my wallet, things like my e-reader and my little book. And in this bag I also mostly have this other small bag where I have just something to wipe my hands off, my earplugs, the key of my home, some other small things like these toothpaste and the USB charger for my phone, transfer for the earplugs, some candy things. That's it. Okay, now let's move on to my two little bags. So in this little one, very little one, there are my tools, which I just put inside here. And there's also Azon for if I have an insect bite me or sting me. So I put this one as well here. And I have some stuff for my GoPro, and as always have my paper tissues and a light, you never know, and some things for my hair, because if something is in the way I really don't like it. And last but not least, these, always handy. And perhaps already some people noticed, but this one I usually don't put it together with my other kitchen stuff, but I put it in this small bag to grab it fast in case of danger, or mostly because I want to eat a sandwich, and it's just very handy to have this one very close by. Yeah, done with this one. And then my second little bag in the front. In my little bag in the front, which isn't waterproof, I have my cable, lock, some more paper tissues, you never have enough, my sunglasses, sunscreen, also for my lips. Sometimes I put it in the phone little bag, but sometimes I put it here. Some Vaseline and some oil for my chain. And besides this, I also have always some food in that small bag. And for my two smallest bags on the bicycle, we move on to the biggest one. In this big bag, I put all my camping stuff, so my tent, my sleeping bag, and so on. So this one is next. Big tent, which fits in perfectly. Yes. Then the mat, and I have a new one, so trying how this will fit. Yes, fits good. Oh, I have this poly for under the mattress. It works quite a bit, so keep that in case of cold nights. And my pillow, inflatable one, and the light, which is really nice. And also have these in here. Perfect. I totally forgot about this one, and normally I use this one to collect some smaller items in here, so I can just wrap it together if I'm at my campsite. And I put the mat in there, I put my inflatable pillow in here, and normally also the sleeping mat, but I think it's too big for it now, so just leave it. I put this one in here, and also these little ones. So strap them together in this larger one. So here. Before moving on to the two last bags, we first need to take a look at the smaller bags I put inside these gray bags, as I organize them in different ways. Let me show you. First, my toiletries. So now it's time to put all my toiletries inside this little bag. So that's what I will do. So my toothbrush and my toothpaste, some more items for my teeth, medicine, yes, some eye makeup if needed, pincets, and this one, yes, shaving things, my things, got the name, a mirror, some plasters, I don't know how to say that, and these for my hair go in there, these little ones, And then my shampoo and things for another shower go on here. Okay. And so these also go in here. And the large items I mostly put in a bag like this one. So all the creams for my niece, this one, put together here, as well as the anti-mosquito spray. Some more things if I have mosquito bites. Some cooling gel. And all the sunscreen, and after sun, put them in this plastic bag. Just normal cream and my deodorant. So they all fit in here nicely, and then I can just zip this. So also my bag will be clean. Then my sleeping bag. For my sleeping stuff, I have a long shirt, a short one, and a long trouser, and something to cover up my eyes if it's not dark outside, and earplugs. And all of these I put in one bag so I can grab them very easily. Done. Next is my socks and underwear. For my socks and underwear, I have these two little bags, very cute ones, and so I can separate them and I can just grab them very easily from my bag. Oh, and I forgot these, the bigger ones. I normally put them also inside of my pajama bag. And then my towel bag. I have a second one of these bags, and these I mostly use for my towels and things. So I have one bigger towel which I put inside. I have one towel for my hair because my hair stays wet quite long, and then I also have these washing gloves. And then last but not least, my bicycle outfits. So now my bicycle outfit, and for this I have a really nice tip which I think is quite handy. I use these plastic bags for my whole bicycle outfit. So I put everything, every item I use in one bag so I can just grab it and go. So in this bag goes my trouser, bicycle trouser. I put these inside here, and of course also my shirt and my small shirt beneath it, which I really like to have these different layers. I have socks and my bras. This all goes in one bag. So now it's all in this one bag, and I have 4 bike outfits, so I have 4 bags as well. So that takes me 4 days into a row that I just grab one of these bags and I'm done for the day. After these 4 days, I'm again washing my clothes and then prepare for more. So this works really well for me. So now I have these 2 bags, and I put them in one of the big gray ones together with my toiletries and my towel bag. So let's do that. And what I'm doing here is that mostly I have 3 or 4 of these bags. They go as first because I can just grab them from above, and then put my little bag with towels. That's here as well. And for my toiletries, because I have 2 bags then, I use this little bag inside again a bag. And it's really handy because I can just again grab all my toiletries in one hand, but also if I'm going to the shower on campsite, for example, I can just bring this one with me and have my towel in here as well. So really convenient. And this one, I'm gonna just put this together in here. That's it. So last but not least, I have of course my second gray big bag, and in this one there is all of my clothes. So mostly I start with this trash bag where I put my dirty clothes in as I have used them, and together with this washing powder. And then my clothes are in them, and I don't have them packed right now, but I put my clothes in these two bags, so I can just grab them together at once. Then these are on top of them with my socks and my underwear and my pajamas. So when I arrive at the campsite, I first take the really big orderly bag to put in my tent, and then I open this one up and just grab it, as I have all my sleeping stuff together then. And that's it. And as usual, after I thought that I had packed everything, there are always some items that I forgot about. So therefore the last two. As I now have 3 bidons, 1, 2, 3. I have 2 on my bicycle, and 1 I mostly put or in the front bag, which I can grab easily, or in one of the red bags, depending on where there is space. And I haven't talked about this red thing, which is a very thin cloth and very nice to just sit down on or use if it's a bit cold or you have to cover yourself for a cathedral or something. And this one I also put in my easy to go red bag. And that was it. All my bags are packed. Whew. But there's still one thing I need to cover in this video, which I promised in the beginning, which is the one thing I'm struggling with. Well, overall, the layout of my bags I really like, but there is one thing that I just cannot really deal with it. And that is the laundry. So when my laundry builds up, I put them in one bag, and that kind of messes with the whole layout of my bags, and I don't know how to deal with it. So mostly I put the bag in one of my gray bags, and then stuff from there kind of disappears. I don't know how I do it, but it isn't working for me. So I'm really curious how you all work with that. So if you have any tips what to do with laundry, maybe just leave it behind, I don't know. Leave them in the comments down below. That was it for this video. Thank you all for watching. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And then I'll say, see you in the next one. Bye bye. By the way, I'm really curious if some of you have counted how many bags I use inside my bags. So if you did, let me know.